We're less than a week away from the primary election, and you have less than 24 hours if you want to vote early. CBS 4's Abril Preciado joins us with an update on the latest voting numbers.
Several polling locations in Cameron County are already seeing voters casting their votes, including myself. With Election Day just days away, campaigning is in full force, trying to get support for their candidate in the local races throughout the valley.
I believe everybody should be involved in the decision making and not just leave it up to whoever decides. I think everybody should go out there and make their voice heard.
Which is something Brownsville resident Donicio Sainz says is crucial during these primary elections.
Our community is one of the poorest in the nation, so I think we should all have a vote and a say because this cannot continue. We need to do something about it, and it's about that time.
Just this year, the Rio Grande Valley reached record numbers of residents registering to vote. However, when it comes down to casting the ballots, the numbers have not been as high, according to Remy Garza, Cameron County's elections administrator.
We're approaching the end of early voting, and we've been monitoring it to see how our turnout is compared to previous elections. But we know that these last 2 days of early voting, all we see is an increase. I don't know if it'll be enough to make up for the past numbers, but I think definitely we're going to see a nice higher level of participation.
During the Constitution elections in November, the Valley saw a very low number of voter turnout. On average, each county votes close to 30%. According to the Advocacy Alliance Center of Texas, in 2016, the voter turnout for the primary elections in Cameron County was at 4.92%, following Hidalgo with an 8.86%, and just this year the numbers are looking fairly the same. However, the turnout won't be determined until after Election Day on Tuesday. According to Veronica de la Garza, Director of State and Local Government Relations at UTRGV, explains that politics continues to be a topic of discussion throughout the valley and the country.
And it kind of crosses demographics. If you're young or old, people are very aware of what's some of the issues are taking place. They're very interested in seeing what's going to happen in 2018 to see if all this conversation on politics and all the issues that are being really discussed.
With a huge number of candidates running for local positions, elections administrators encourage people to vote in order to have the option to choose who will represent you best. Election Day is on Tuesday, and it is encouraged to check out the county's election website to find out what voting locations are near you. In the studio with complete Valley coverage, Abril Preciado, CBS 4 Valley at 6.